Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com. In today's video, I'm going to continue my early non-conference game previews for the Memphis Tigers. It's a series that got started over on the SportsView360.com website where I did a brief overview of the teams that Memphis will be playing and on a non-conference slate. This is not really like a detailed, breakdown game preview, similar to what I do once the season starts. We'll go more in depth with these opponents once the season tips off, which is not too far from now on November 4th against Missouri. Just to give of each team that's on the Memphis Tigers, non-conference slate. Go over things such as, scout, like the roster building, roster configuration, head coach, transfer portal moves they made, how their season, transpired last year. And we started with Missouri. Then we did the second opponent on the schedule, which was UNLV, and now we're going to the third opponent, which is the Ohio Bobcats of the Mid-American Conference, otherwise known as the MAC Conference. Team that finished last year third in the Mid-American Conference, the MAC Conference standings. Had a 13-5 record in the conference, 20-13 overall. They were 12-3 at home. Away from their arena, their home arena, they were 5-7. Um, they come from one of these one bid leagues like the MAC, kind of similar to the AAC. It's a one or two bid league. Basically have to win that conference tournament to have a shot at the at advancing to the NCAA tournament, or you gotta look really good in your conference and non-conference slate, not lose too many games to be even considered for an additional bid in a conference like the MAC. Um, the team is not has it hasn't um appeared in the NCAA tournament since um 2021 2022 season. That was the year that it knocked off, I believe, fourth seed Virginia in the NCAA tournament, but fell short in the following few days after that. But the game, a game like this, it could be good for your resume for both teams, Memphis or the Ohio Bobcats. If Memphis is good, if Ohio beats Memphis and Memphis turns out to be really good, that could look really good on Ohio's resume, and vice versa. If Memphis beats Ohio and Ohio turns out to be the top team in the MAC this season, wins the conference title, it's going to look good on Memphis's resume, and that in return impress the selection committee. You know, um, they team pretty much they've only lost two players from their squad from last year, their veteran laden team. They'll be bringing back a vast majority of their core players. They lost Jalen Hunter, Miles Brown, both players that are no longer eligible to play college basketball. They've added only two players from the transfer portal, from what I see. Um, Look at the roster right now. Jalen Hunter, he's no longer with the program. He graduated. They bring back AJ Clayton, top rebounder. Pretty much Hunter and Clayton did the heavy lifting for this team last season. Um, you got AJ Sheldon who's coming back. A lot of these guys are coming back. AJ Sheldon, Miles Brown, Elmore James will be back. Elmore James will be back into the fold. Miles Brown will be departing. Jalen Hunter's departing. It's just a team that they don't have a lot of resources like Memphis in regards to that NIL, where they can just go out there and attract marquee players, similar to how the other program in the state of Ohio, the Ohio State Buckeyes, can do. They don't have those type of capabilities. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at their transfer portals moves, give me a second. They only added they only added two players that are coming in for Ohio this season. That's Jackson Pavaziki, Pavlazeki, who's coming over from Iowa State to Ohio, and Victor Seals, who's coming over from Ashland University to Ohio. Now this guy is just Ike Cornish, who was played last year with this team. The last report was that he was transferring from Ohio to go to Maryland, but that hasn't happened yet. So you got two players that are coming in that help this team out. Only two transfers compared to what Memphis has, which is like pretty much the entire roster except Nicholas Jourdain will be new players to this team, add to this team. So you got Jackson Palvazeki comes on from Iowa State, and you got Victor Seals, who's plays power forward for this team. Will be playing power forward for the Ohio Bobcats this season. So um, this team will be looking to get back into the tournament, get into the NCAA tournament. And a game like this, these teams, regardless of um, where they at, you know, nationally, what arena they're playing, regardless of where is it at, or where those arenas are at, they treat Memphis like it's a Super Bowl. A lot of y'all already know that. These teams play with their hairs on fire when they play in Memphis. We saw this last year with Austin Peay, with Vanderbilt. Team that both of those teams had chances to beat Memphis last year. And that's when they really started to see the teetering with the program. But the only thing was the only but they were winning games to cover up the issues. You know what I'm saying? So in that conference, right, they got Toledo, Akron, Ohio, Toledo, Akron, Central Michigan, Bowling Green, Miami, Ohio, Western Michigan, Kent State, Ball State. I won't be, I mean, to me, if you're being honest, based on the rosters, I won't be surprised if Ohio becomes the favorite to win this conference, win the MAC, you know. But the game is at home. It will be played at FedEx Forum. And I expect, what um they were talking about when Penn Hardaway put the schedule together. You know what I'm saying? You can face teams that have, aspirations to get into the tournament like you. You know what I'm saying? And that could be an intriguing ball game. when it tips off as the third game on November 15th. Now, from a matchup perspective, I know it's still early in the season. This team might be good, but I don't know if they will be good enough to beat Memphis. But in college basketball, you never know. You never know how things are gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Um, this kid right here, Jackson Pavazowski, the shooting guard, comes over from Iowa State. Played 33 games over there down in Ames. Averaged 3.4 points per game in 10 minutes of action and contest. He shot 41.3% from the field, 40% from three, 50 percent from the free throw line. Um, Played at Wofford, was named Southern Conference Freshman of the Year, played and started in all 33 games, and was the second highest scorer for the Terriers with 15.1 points per game. Finished with double-digit points in the Terriers' last 14 games and led the Terriers in assists with 3.7 points per game. So that's Jackson Palva Zeki, and the other guy here is supposed to be the rim protector. Give me a second. Victor Searles played last season at Ashland, averaged 15.4 points per game and 7.5 rebounds per game, and was efficient for the Ashland as well with a 68.8 field goal percentage. So he's a rim protector. Probably a guy of potential. I think he will be a scoring option for Memphis. 6'9", 245 pounds. Probably could play the five, probably could play the four. So this is a potential matchup to watch for the upcoming game between Memphis and Ohio. Victor Searles going against guys like Dan Danger, Tyreek Smith, or Moises Sisse. Will be a great battle in the interior. So that's something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? But head coach for them is Jeff Bowles. Um, they've been new. According to the resume, his resume is that he has transferred Ohio into one of the best mid majors in college basketball. I mean, that's kind of interesting to say. Even though you haven't been to the tournament since 2021. You know what I'm saying? But they finished third in the MAC last season. With their record. Um, but it has. I mean, resume is kind of similar to Penny's, but I don't think he can bring in the type of talent that Hardaway can bring in. You know, but November 15th is the date that Memphis will host Ohio at FedEx Forum. So we just gotta wait and see how it's all gonna play out, man. Should be an interesting game, a competitive game, a game where Memphis could come in, red hot, a game where Ohio could come in red hot. Prior to the Memphis game, they have a matchup with Illinois State, UNC Asheville, and James Madison. The season also tips off on November 4th. So they may come in the FedEx Forum undefeated, 3-0. And Memphis may be undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to seeing how it's all gonna play out. All right, so I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Check out sportsview360.com for the latest content on the Memphis Tigers football and basketball program. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.